Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're all doing well out there. Just finishing getting set up here. Hello, Saf. Hello, Purple Pros. How you guys doing? And all the lurkers filing in the back. Should probably give a little thanks to some of the people who have followed this morning. It's Creep, thank you. Lie Society, thank you. Wonder Boy, thank you. Youth Post Rock, thank you. Sixth Floor, thank you. Jin 111111, thank you. Shannon McDowell, thank you. D Jeriel, thank you. Jack Ball, thank you. And Alexis Ramones, or Alexis Ramos. Sorry, butchered that one. Thank you. And thank you for all of you who subscribed today. I'm going to put a link in the chat here for the Discord. Everyone who is subscribed can go grab free sound packs. If you're not on Discord yet, click that link, sign up with the same email you use here, and it will automatically grant you access to the subscriber rewards room where you can start downloading things. So go do that if you haven't done that yet. Music and talk about what we're going to do today. So we've got Imaginate coming back in. Danny is going to be back in the house, and it's his birthday today, so be extra nice. Buy him a beer, something. He's going to be talking through his latest release, Ver, which is the newest in the series that we've been tracking from him. It's an elemental series. You might remember these. First one was Aqua, a sample library made entirely out of water sounds. Charta, entirely out of paper sounds. And now Ver has been released into the wild, and this is all glass sounds. And we're going to flip through some of those sounds before he comes in the room. And then we'll talk it up. I'm going to play through this demo here, kind of get us all in the mood. If it will indeed play. Will it play? What's up, Eric? What's up, boss? How you doing? Mario. Hey, Paul. All right. So that was the demo track for the new Ver collection. Again, all these sounds were derived from just glass, part of Imaginate's ongoing elemental series with Black Octopus. So we'll get him in here shortly and kind of talk through his experience with that. Talk about the fact that it is indeed his birthday. Sunnier Maryland. It is sunnier. It is, there is blue, but it's being dominated by white with a touch of gray. Nothing we can't handle. Mario, how the hell are you? How are things down there? And sunny in the UK. Very nice, very nice. All right, so we're going to start flipping through some of these sounds just to kind of get a feel of what Danny's been up to, what he's been working on. Looks like there are some serum patches, so I'm going to go ahead and copy those over before we actually dive in, so I don't have to do that later. If we don't have a daily weather check, how will we ever know what our fellow Ohmies are experiencing out there? Know what I mean? All right, so let's see what we get here. We've got presets and wavetables. Okay, so we will call this one there. I need to put Charta in here. And let's also get these wavetables in here. Just rename this really quick. There we go. So that is all done. Looks like there's some sampler instruments in here. Got a contact and battery. Nice, nice. Oh, man. Look at my man go. This is awesome. All right, maybe we'll just play around with the instruments then today. But it looks like we've got a bunch of fun stuff to play with here. Let's go ahead and rescan this. Yeah, there they are. All right, cool. Looks like he's been quite busy. Very well organized. Looking good. I'm sure it sounds good. Let's start digging in. Check out some bass first. Remember, all of these sounds are derived from just glass. Nice. I love how New York gets its own special word for north. How you doing, Phosphor? Yeah, these are already pretty great. Cheers, homie. I know the feeling. Up late working. Early rising. All right. Man, and that's just the 90 BPM folder. How many are in each one of these? 30? I like that he's started to include how many bars these are at that BPM as well. Yeah, these are just fun. Let's check out a couple in this 115 category here. I'm flipping through these pretty quickly, only because there's over 1,000 of them, and we're gonna dig into these instruments too, I think. And they have all these sounds, I'm sure. Woo. Yeah, these are great. These are fantastic. All right, let's get into some of these drums. All right, so we've got full drum loops, kick and snare, and just the tops. Let's just listen to some of these full loops here really quick. Speaking of Nine Inch Nails, that's got like the Pretty Hate Machine vibe running through it hard. That's amazing. All right, 100 BPMs. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm hearing a lot of Pretty Hate Machine era type stuff in this. We're gonna have to ask him if it was intentional or not. Oh, yeah, this is just taking me back. This is taking me back to early Trent Reznor, like 8-inch singles, Al Jorgensen days. These are just great. Okay, so drums. Let's check out these synths here for some bells. Nice noise in there. Mm. Loving the grit in these. It's got that kind of broken glass kind of edge to it. Phosphor, sure, go for it. Yeah, these are nice. Phosphor, you can always hit the inbox too if it's easier. That's holler at ohmlab.tv. Some pretty fantastic leads here. Ocean! Man, you gotta watch out for those aliens, man. They were telling me just last night they're coming for you. It's alright, Phosphor, I can get in there. Man, these are so noisy and textury. I want to look at what some of these are looking like here. Oh, these look nice. Fantastic. Oh, he's been doing such good work. This is great. Check out a couple more of these pads here. Let's bump up to 115. Yo, what up, Subvids? How are you? Tasty. Let's check these plugs. I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for asking. I feel like there's a greater sense of calm around this week. Man, loving the textured character in all of these. these are fun. All right. So we made it through. Oh, wow. He's got a bunch of one-shots in here. Atmospheres. Atmospheric swells. Nice one. Yeah, these are great. Damien's here. Now serving a party of 15. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Happy Friday. We are just flipping through the latest release in the Elements series from Imaginate over on Black Octopus. We're going to have him in for a little chat here in just a minute. And it's his birthday. So, if you guys want to check out some new stuff, have a little birthday fun, stick around. Noel, how are you? Samaritz, how are you? Damien, how was the stream? How'd it wrap up? Thank you for the follow there, Tea Party Tickler. Man, a ton of new follows and subs today. Thank you. Quick reminder for those of you who are not already in the know or just haven't grabbed it yet, if you are a current subscriber, you can head over to the Discord and download a bunch of free sample packs that I still have not taken down from our Holiday Madness extravaganza. So, if you want hundreds and hundreds of new sounds and movie dialogue samples and stuff, go, 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 before I take them down. Oh, let's see here. Where, oh, where? Subvids. In answer to your question, I'm doing all right, man. It's, it seems like there's a sense of relief being felt by a lot of people. And it's coming through loud and clear and all sorts of things. Where in the world is that link from Phosphor? Oh, right. Of course. It's not in a link. It's in the Discord. There's Discord. Wait a minute. Am I the leader of the Martians? Ocean. It's not a bad thing to be drowning in good samples. It's just a bad thing to not know what to do with them. Right? All right, let's see here. Where am I? Oh, it's good to see someone's using the Discord. I certainly have not been. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm looking for... Request sub only feedback. I am Imaginate is in the room. He is just gifted a sub to Subvids. What's up, Danny? Happy birthday, brother. I should fill up your inbox today. How are you? All right, so this is, I've got one here from Phosphor. There we go. Mr. Imaginate, we were just listening to your demo. We just ran through a whole bunch of loops and we were starting in on the one-shots. So far, Ver is flipping incredible, dude. I love all of the grit and texture character in all of these. And I have imported the wavetables and patches, but I have not loaded them yet. Not quite. Oh, look at that, some love. All right, I'm gonna hit play on this track for phosphor. That was great, dude, especially the end. I want to go back through that just really quick, because I've got a couple more notes. Um, um, all right, let's see here. That's a fantastic finish. Okay, my feedback for you is minimal on this one because I think it's pretty damn good the way that it is. Fantastic constrained feel on the noise. I'm assuming that bandpass is your friend in this one. I would warm the sub just ever so slightly between like 60 and 80 hertz, but maybe not in like a static position. Maybe like a subtle LFO, just kind of waving that just a little bit. So you get these kind of like warm swells in there. And right before that end bit where you've got the kind of 8-bitty leadish thing happening. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, wouldn't it be fun to play around with the idea of running a parallel bit crush process on that, and maybe splitting them out to left and right. Right, you've got the one that you've got grinding right now, maybe in the left, and on the right you've got something that's running at a different bit and sample rate. You know, just like up a few steps pitch-wise, maybe a little more metallic sheen, just to try to mess with people a bit. There's not a ton of like psychoacoustic stuff in there. I love the space that everything is floating in, so it would be cool to have something mess with people in the stereo field a bit. It might be a fun way to do it. Scrolling up, catching up with you guys. Man, kicking down subs on his birthday. What a good guy. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Okay, so this is round 5 of a collab with Optics Sound, huh? I love that type of collaboration where you're just sending one single file back and forth. That's great. 2 hours, huh? Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Oh man. Yeah, right there. There's some love right there. Imaginate is tuning into the detail work. This is awesome. Bunch of Casio MT260 circuit bent. Very nice, very nice. Trance in your pants. Welcome, Ricky. How are you, man? Always good to see you. Doing all right, I hope. Aftershock. How are you, man? Welcome and happy Friday to you. And yes, happy birthday to Imaginate. Everybody sing happy birthday to Imaginate. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, and I've got my sound off. Hold on just a second. Let's see if I can turn the sound back on for that one. Mixed board. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. There's the sound. Where? More settings. Stop, duration, volume. There we go. Volume is down. Let me just put the volume back up on both these for us today. And we'll try this again. Happy birthday, Imaginate. Big love, homie. Big love. All right, where was I? Happy birthday, Imaginate. Oh, good idea on the Bit Crush. Excellent. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a fun idea. Look at all that love. Ooh, Paul watched you make this track. Wait, does that mean that you were doing this in a stream? I still have yet to catch you live, actually. I've watched a few, several actually now in rerun, but nothing live yet. Got to get there. Oh, man. Paul. Kiddo moving into the dorm. Sketchy time to do that, huh? Hope you're not stressing too much. Imaginate, I would agree with that. Phosphor, that tune put a smile on my face as well. Ocean is currently singing Happy Birthday in F minor. Very nice, very nice. Oh, man, look at all this love. Look at all this love. Oh, man. Ocean says, I love microtonal pitch bends. They are so uncomfortable. I would agree with that. I love the discomfort. Man, there's a lot of love in here. Live on stream yesterday. Oh, so this is super fresh, Phosphor. Very nice. Well, thank you for bringing it by. Yeah, I really don't have much to critique. Yeah, very, very subtle little warm waves down low on that sub, maybe. I mean, it only really peaks out a few times, and when it does, it'd be cool to hear just the slightest amount of movement in there. Nothing to upset that noise in there, though. It's just nice. But yeah, if you end up playing around with that parallel bit crush idea in there, send it back so I can hear what you came up with. All right, where were we? We were partway through our listening of stuff from the Verpack. Let's check out some of these tonal atmospheres. I've got to say, you really nailed the noise profiles that you ran with in all of this. I like the shards versus single notes. And we were also having a conversation, Danny, about the fact that there's a lot of Trent Reznor in here. Like you were channeling pretty hard, some pretty hate machine, especially in the drums and the bass. Um, and I'm kind of wondering, have you been like tripping on memory lane lately? And were you being influenced, or is this just what you were feeling? I got so many questions. Something like that. All right. You just shoot me a text when you're ready to jump on, and we'll get you set up. All right, I want to hear some of this fully. I remember talking with you one day when you had just come back from throwing a whole bunch of glass in a parking lot. I'm assuming that this is the output from that day. The sweeping up of the glass. That's awesome. I'm assuming that that noise floor is behind so much of the texture that we're hearing in the instruments too. I mean, seriously though, like the detail of like a single shard. I'm just gonna grab this one really quick so I don't lose track of it. 95 of these one shots, huh? Ooh. I'm gonna grab this one too. Some really nice taps in there too. I bet those make gorgeous perks. 84 of them. Okay. Drums, synths, effects. Man, it just keeps going and going. There are, what did it say? Like 1,100 files or something? Where is this? 1,139 total sounds. Man. Just so good. Is this the, oh, so this is the same. Yeah, so there's just a ton of stuff in here. It's just absolutely massive. I am actually going to check in with Danny right now and see if we're about ready to do this. Yep, you called it, guy. Absolutely. Always arriving to the party with the best sounds. All right, let's get him in here. Let's fire up the old chat on the back end. Hang tight for just one more moment while we get ourselves set up here. All right. Ready, where are we in this? Oh, good timing, because this track is just about done. So, that is what the demo sounds like. Once again, for Ver. You can head over and grab it from Black Octopus or wherever you can find Black Octopus sounds. If you're a Splice person, I believe you can grab it there. Can you grab this on Splice right now? You hear me okay, man? I can. You ready? Happy birthday, brother. You bet. That's quite all right. You and Phosphor are both having your morning cup of joe right now. Yeah, I'm curious as well. What kind of coffee are you guys drinking? Anything good, or is it just whatever you can get in your cup? Oh, what just happened there? Did I just lose you? We'll get him back here in a second, I'm sure. Ooh, interesting. All right. So you have a store brand coffee, but you spiced it up with a peppermint tea bag. Getting crazy over there. Oh, man. There you are. That was it. It's like, all right, thanks, guys, and I'm out. Oh man, it's good to see your face. Oh, the Zoom. Hold on a second. I don't see. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. I'm also not seeing the audio here. All right, everybody hearing us? Can I hear you still? Can you hear me still? Okay, cool. Are you guys hearing us out there? Say something, Danny. Oh, I actually don't see it coming through. Hold on just a second. Oh, that's why. There you go. Now we can probably hear you. Test 1, test 2.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yo.
Yo. Yeah, so you won't see me in Zoom. You'll just have to look at the other screen. Otherwise, they have to see my face twice on the same screen, and they probably don't want to see that.
Nice.
That's
Who
not
doesn't
why
wanna
they're
see your
paying good
face
money to be
twice?
here.
All right, let me mute that. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute the stream really quick.
Cool.
Cool. So,
happy birthday.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just doing my thing.
You got any big pandemic plans?
Actually, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but my boy Breaks Music, he's out here in LA with me. We came up in the in the Bay Area scene. And we've been producer buddies for a long time now. And we're gonna go hit up the driving range after this actually.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Get a little sun, some fresh air.
What's left of it, at least. It's actually pretty cloudy out here.
Is
for
it?
once. Yeah. But it's been poking through a little bit.
You get any rain? I heard there's like a couple years worth of rain coming to you or something.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that. I mean, it was rainy and like kind of stormy around this time last week.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. But other than that, yeah, it was pretty nice actually. It was actually like the summertime last weekend. It was weird.
Man.
My girlfriend and I went to the beach and everything. And it was like, what month are we in?
Yeah, I was talking to someone just outside of LA a couple days ago, and they're like, "It's 90 here," and I'm like, "It's 40 here."
That's so bizarre, man. Yeah. Right. Man, part of me wants to go out to like the mountains, kind of like where you're at, or just somewhere like that with the snow, just so I can feel not disassociated with what's going on.
With the cycle of the seasons.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what's going on here? But hey, it's nice though. It's nice though being able to be like, yo, let's just go to the beach. Let's go, relax a little bit. I've been busting my butt on these music projects lately. So a nice little break to get out was very needed.
Yeah, so, I bet.
Anyway.
I bet. Well, I must say that this is dude, this is a good pack.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know if it was the stream or not, but I was really worried about those pads sounding super crunched. But I guess maybe
were they sounding a little driven in the playback?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just a matter of
might have just been loudness.
It might also just be the fact that there's compression and stuff in these streams.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, anyway, man, thank you. Yeah, not to make my pack seem like terrible, but.
So, how long did it take you to make this pack in total, do you think?
Let's see, probably about a month. About a month, perhaps. Yeah. Boy, it was actually a while ago. I was working on it like end of October through end of November, like before Thanksgiving. And yeah, it was just like constant work, a little bit of back and forthing with Black Octopus, which was cool. They were really stoked on this one. I personally think that this one is like the best out of the 3 that I've done with them so far. I feel like it's a really nice homage to definitely 9 Inch Nails in some some areas, and then a lot of the like French house and industrial kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, a la Ed Banger and Justice.
Sure, sure.
Um, yeah, so about a month or so, and fortunately, it's just been really really nice to have that one out. People, I guess, really like this one, and it was a lot of fun to make. So I don't know,
Awesome.
maybe not the most interesting answer, but
No, man, it's real.
yeah.
And I mean, you included just a ton of sounds, but how much did you get to reap on your own hard drives? Like, are you sitting in gigs and gigs of broken glass right now?
Yeah, I think I harvested probably about like 300 or so samples, and I think in that one there's only 80 or so.
Mm,
So yeah, there's quite a few, but every time I do this, I always take a good fair amount of the best to put in the packs. It's not just like I'm just putting scraps in there.
sure.
Like yeah, I want it to be usable for sure. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Good to know that you're building your arsenal though.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, yeah, especially because like the elements that I've done so far, I mean, it's very, very large collection, right? So like, I mean, not just like the sample packs, but I mean, just like the recordings, the Foley recordings that I have,
Hmm.
like the raw files, like there's so many of them to dig from for like other projects and stuff too. So
Truly, truly. Yeah.
yeah.
And you went all in with the contact instruments this time too, it looks like. How many were there?
Y-
Like 40 or 50 of them?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
that's kind of yeah, that's something that I've been really trying to get better at is include as much flexibility for the producer
Mm-hmm.
when all the samples are in place and everything. And I think also actually thinking about Nine Inch Nails and kind of the sample esque aesthetic behind like the genre and style aesthetic here, it draws a lot from like sampling era.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just subconsciously thinking about that these sounds are going to sound really good downsampled also.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Um, so I was noticing the natural noise floor that you left in the one shots of the broken glass, and I'm wondering how much of all the texture and everything that we're hearing and all the instruments are derived directly from just the noise floor, and how much did you actually have to kind of inject yourself?
Um, let's see. I guess not too much. Like I don't know if this answers your question, but the usual process with these things is, I guess, with glass especially, like with the fragments, right? Like the very obvious tones stuck out in a lot of the fragments.
Mm-hmm.
That made for really, really easy and streamlined wavetable creation, right? Because there's a solid fundamental sort of
Sure.
that's already poking out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially since this is such music, synth heavy music, and style in this collection, that made it really easy to not have to do too much like beating the samples into submission
Right, right,
for,
right.
for what I want. So yeah, it's just like the way I saw it, especially with glass, is it's such a resonant, man-made element no matter where you're putting it. Like if you're tapping wine glasses or like if you're breaking stuff, like there's so many little bits and pieces to pull out from that
Yeah.
makes really really easily accessible tones and harmonics to play with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's
So
quite fantastic. We quite literally um, had just started to touch the one shots when you came in. And thank you for kicking down a sub on
yeah,
your
of course.
birthday.
Yeah, I love doing that. I don't know, it's kind of been the thing I've been doing lately, just
It's
for
good.
fun. So
It's good.
yeah.
Spread the love.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what better sub to gift than for OhmLab, right? I mean, this is like the learning central. So
I mean, hey, thank you, thank
yeah.
you. um, what's next in the element series? You've done water, paper, and now glass. What's
Yes.
next?
Yeah, so the next one is Earth. Actually, I just started production on it a couple days ago.
Dope.
Got all the drum one shots done, which is cool because that was like that was like the biggest thing that I was sweating a little bit.
Hmm.
The drums, funny enough, the drums in all these packs were always a little tricky to wrap my head around, especially for their respective genres. So like, for example, in the one that's coming up, Earth,
Uh-huh.
this one's a little bit more on the bass music side, and bass music having very, excuse me, very specific kind of snare drum sounds,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very surgical and things like that in that space. Getting something that sounds up to par to like, Noisia style or
Mm.
Noisia level like technicality was like kind of a mind fuck, if I'm honest. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can swear on here,
No,
but
that's
yeah.
fine.
But yeah, so that one was a little tricky. But anyway, yeah, Earth is next, and it's been a lot of fun. Again, just got the drum samples done. Going to move on to the synths and the basses
Mm-hmm.
this coming week and keep it going. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one, especially kind of getting back to my roots a little bit with bass music.
Nice, dude. Very, very cool to hear. And how are things in general with Black Octopus? I mean, this has been a pretty big move for you, and you've already got 3 titles out. And you've barely been working with them. I mean, time-wise, you know what I mean? That's a lot of
Yes.
ground to cover. And how's your experience so far?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they're a great company. They've been extremely hospitable in the first place, and just
Mm-hmm.
really great people to work with. I can't speak for them on a few things, but I will say that they are very keen on like just going forward, right?
Yeah.
And they've obviously got a very prominent name in the sample space and just in music in general. And just to be able to work with them is really great, and the fact that they're so down to earth too, while still having the perceived status that they have,
Right.
really speaks true to who they are as people and as a company. And yeah, I mean, they're just a great group of guys. A lot of the guys on there too, they're artists as well, and actually I think pretty much all of them are really. And
Good.
they're all super talented, so it's like whatever I'm doing, I know I can rely on really solid feedback from them. And then furthermore, like we can have other conversations beyond just like the business stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's a friendship beyond a partnership kind of at a certain point. So
That's refreshing.
yeah, it really is, man. Especially in these times, right? It's tough. We're all trying to get our buck, right? Trying to get
Right.
our dollar, and in these times, being as creatives, and they've just been extremely forward with being great people. I guess there's no other way to say it. So but as far as that, like they like the vision with the Element series.
Mm-hmm.
um I've been doing this sample creation like stuff for a little while now, but I've been doing production for almost a decade, and it feels really rewarding to be at this point.
Yeah, man.
um yeah, but of course too, I got to give credit to Mr. Chris Gear
Oh,
and all the teachings and everything, man. But
yeah.
yeah,
You're the one
it's
doing the work, homie.
yeah. For sure. Yeah, you're just behind the scenes doing all my work. I'm just the face. Uh, um,
I get 1 dime for every sound, you guys. I
exactly.
think that's fair.
Welcome to the new music paradigm. That's how it is.
Damn kids these days.
I know, right? God, all those people, San Franciscans. I'm just kidding. No big tech companies. It's not their problem. No. Anyway.
Oh
Um.
man.
Yeah. No. Black Octopus is great. The sample packs have been a lot of fun to make. Great. It's been a great learning experience too. Just working with another company in the first place, but then also um working in the capacity that I'm working in, right? Like I'm out here doing this to pay my bills, right? And so I have to continuously be putting stuff out, continuously reinventing what I'm doing, um, and still maintain like a really well-oiled machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's been a great learning experience for that too, and just kind of like not being so timid
Uh-huh.
on just getting it done, you know, like that's the way it goes. So just get it done.
Right? Yeah, and
So
on to the next. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I was talking to my dad about that the other day. We were talking about like awards and things like that. And while it's nice to get awards and it's nice to get praise and things like that, I'm very grateful for the people that do take the pack or buy the packs and check out the stuff and you know hit me up and have nice things to say. Like I'm really grateful for that. It keeps me going and puts a really big smile on my face.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, it's just you got to keep going. It's on to the next.
Right? Yeah.
Have the win, celebrate for a little bit, but it's on to the next for sure. So I don't like to flounder, so I'm just doing my thing.
I was just having the same exact conversation with someone a couple of days ago. We both do a lot of output stuff, and there's this rhythm that we've both found ourselves in where it's like grind, 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 like crank out a ton of stuff, and then you take a break, right? You've got like a couple of hours, so you like make a quick kit, whatever you're feeling, flush the brain out a little bit, take a breath,
Hmm.
and then start it on the next thing. It's funny
Right.
that break time has become production time. It's just different production, so it's like it's refreshing, it's recharging, and then you can get back into the grind, which, I mean, to be fair, it's making music and making noise. It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it really isn't, right? Like it's supposed to be. It's funny, right? Because especially I think in Western culture, right? It's like work is the thing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like if you're not working, you're just messing around, right?
Right.
It's not serious. But you really forget about like, you know, play. And we've talked about this all the time, right? Where
Yep.
like work and play, man, it's I think defined individually and by personal experience. Um, but at the same time, right? Like if you're playing and you're working and you're experimenting, it's all the same thing.
Yeah, man.
So
My kid turns 4 next week, and he's been saying for about 2 years now that he's going to go to work. When I go to work, he's going to work because he plays all day. And he tells me all the
yeah,
time, he's like, Papa, I have so much work today. Just, I need
that's
some space. I need some space. Can you go do something, please? I have a lot to do.
oh my god. Man, put him to work already.
Right?
That's
Right?
that's the capitalist, man, that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it in Western culture, baby.
Got him
Put him to work
trained.
immediately.
Got him trained. Oh, man.
Man, if we could, we put him in the coal shafts immediately, right?
I don't even let him eat breakfast in the morning until he's trimmed at least 20 stems
Yeah.
inside of Logic. It's
Oh
just,
yeah.
you got to get him right. You got to get him
Yeah.
young.
Yeah. If they're not crying by the end of the day, you haven't done it. So bad. Happy birthday to your boy coming up. Oh man.
Right?
I forgot he was a January birthday too. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Yeah, there's a big string of them.
Hell yeah.
You kind of
He's
kick it off actually. There's a whole bunch in a row, like almost every day for a little while for me.
Oh yeah, actually same here, man. Wow, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, same
Uh,
thing in September. It happens in September, right around my birthday too. There's a lot of mid-September birthdays because the holiday season. 9 months later.
right. Oh, right. That
Yeah,
would make sense,
yeah.
actually.
That's
You see, well, that's
why
actually
there's
good
so
because now you
many of
got
us.
right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly that time of year. It's in the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's actually good. You got that time in between to, save up the birthday money and everything, the gift money.
Yeah.
My family, it's like we have 3 birthdays in January, a
Mm.
February birthday, a March birthday, April. Like every month, it's nonstop. We're just constantly broke because we decided to all have babies consecutively. Can you believe
Oh,
that?
what is it? What is it for me? So in my family when I was young, it was January, October, and two in March, and one in September. My brother and my sister are both March. I'm September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 birds with one stone. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because like there's exactly 6 months between March and September. So there's like exactly 3.5 years between my brother and I, and 2.5 years between my sister and I. And I always thought when I was young, because I was always really into math, equal divisions and whatnot, that was just somehow like the worst kind of balance for a middle child, which I was, right? There's just
You're just
not
like
quite
in
enough
there.
time. Yeah, there's not quite enough time in between all of them to really have the right kind of separation.
That's funny.
Oh man.
You just gotta be assertive, Chris. Just get in there.
I ate them both.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You weren't expecting that answer.
No, I was just yeah, that's what woke me up.
Yeah, I ate them.
I
But don't judge. Don't judge, man.
knew that yeah, of
You
course
have
not.
no
No,
idea
no,
what I
no.
went through. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, no. Yeah, the cancel culture is canceled.
It's now the cannibal culture.
The cannibal
Yeah.
exactly. Metaphorically and almost literally. No.
Oh man. We've gone we've gone off the rails.
This is wow. Yeah.
So last time you were with us here, we were talking a bit about you trying to find a balance between what you were just speaking to, which is got to pay the bills, got to grind it
Hmm.
out, right?
Yep.
And working on your passion projects. And I'm kind of wondering, how is that balance? Are you finding a little bit more time? Have you made any new goals to help that in 2021? What's going on with you on the other side?
Yeah, for sure, man. Actually really glad you asked that question because whenever I talk about it, it always kind of gets me back down to earth.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. The best thing that I think I've done actually is put a lot more focus on my time and health.
Mm,
Interestingly enough, right? Because you hear these stories of these guys who work insane, absurd hours, right, to like make a song or whatever. And there's nothing against that, right? Like that's what you should be doing at a certain point, I think. But in my case, that's not what I need to be doing at this time. What I need to be doing at this time is like making sure that like I got my ducks in a nice row. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like I got to make sure that everything's lined up, and then I got to make sure that the creative projects that I'm working on too aren't scattered like they might be in my brain.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I have actually is a scatterbrain, right? I'm like kind of all over the place. And what's funny is that is so detrimental to like getting anything done.
Of course.
So
Of
if
course.
I'm like, if I'm like, okay, cool, sample pack time, and then this, and then that's, and it's like too many projects going on at once. First of all, I have to prioritize like what's most important as far as like creative
Mm,
stuff,
mm-hmm.
and then also what's most important for making the dollars. Because the the music project that I'm working on obviously is like kind of the big thing for me, and I'm hoping it to be, excuse me, this, I'm hoping it to be the egg that hatches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I feel needs to have a lot more care surrounding it than like the other projects where I maybe don't have to like experiment as much or think as hard about it. And I know that I can be prolific with.
Yeah.
So like that would be the sample creation for sure.
Right.
Um, but the balance really has just been again like putting more time on my or putting more focus on my time and health management. So like waking up every day, making sure I go for a walk, making sure I'm drinking, enough water, cutting coffee out, cutting sugar out, cutting all that stuff that kind of like really messes with your brain. And at least for me,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just doing that
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
um yeah, allotment of time too, like 3-hour sessions instead of like uh just I'm gonna spend all day and sit here playing the same thing over and over again,
Right.
um in hopes that it will sound better by the smallest of tweak, right? So yeah, that's one thing that I've learned especially is management of, again, like, yeah, time and health for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to give a massive, massive shout out to my girlfriend Zarina too. I mean, she keeps me really, really healthy as far as like diet goes.
Good.
She's been amazing for that. And I feel a lot better. And it's taking form in the way that I'm operating. So
Oh, I'm sure it is, man. Health in, health out, right?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
So
I feel like I should probably look to the left here and scroll up for a couple of minutes and see if there's anything that I've missed question-wise for you. Um, people are talking coffee, donuts, bless you, field recorders. They're just ignoring us. That's fine. That's fine.
yeah, they're the tastemakers, man. They're the conversationalists.
They are. They are. I feel like I got to tune in every once in a while to what they're saying, though, because I mean, they come here to talk to me, and I probably shouldn't just ignore them like this, right?
Right.
Aftershock, I
It's
see
all
you.
about us.
Yeah, you guys, talk about us.
This
Uh,
is the Imagine It and OhmLab show, okay? No, I'm just
yeah, pay
kidding.
attention to us. Why are you talking to each other?
Exactly.
Somebody give these
Yo,
people a
okay.
mic.
This is gonna sound kind of funny,
Uh huh.
but one thing that actually kind of keeps me in line too is like looking forward to things.
Hmm.
And one thing, man, I'm gonna kick myself for saying this, but one thing that I've been looking forward to every Wednesday is actually watching the freaking Bachelor with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so, like, because it's like American just trash TV. You
Uh
know what I
huh.
mean?
Uh huh.
It's just great. And so like I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get this thing done so I can watch this and invest my time into that.
Goals, man. You
Exactly.
gotta set the attainable goals
Yeah.
and get the
It's
reward for reaching them. So have you
yeah,
been
because
making it
like
on Wednesdays then? Have you been meeting your deadlines?
yeah, actually, yeah, definitely, man. Like one thing that I've been thinking a lot about too is I've been setting insane goals, right? Like finish this tune today. And in some cases that's just not the way it's going to go, right? Like I'm going to aim for that, but I'm also not going to be mad at myself if it doesn't get finished, especially if something came along for that track that made it sound a little bit more tasteful or just better, you know?
Right?
Because that's the game, right? Like at least with my music is prior to moving out to LA and living in Arizona, actually, it was more about like, all right, let's just get the stuff done, whatever. And through various conversations with other producers and other people, and then just, some inner searching and everything, um, you know, soul searching, whatever. It was like, damn, like this stuff just doesn't sit, like it just doesn't seem honest anymore,
Mm.
And I think there's an interesting link between like musical honesty and just not like you have to be like honest in this sort of like virtue signaling way or whatever, but just like, man, if you're not feeling what you're doing and it's maybe not true to what you're doing or how you're feeling, like that's maybe something you should pay attention to, and that's something that I pay attention to a lot.
Integrity.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, Ida Lovelace, great singer. Hey, what's up? She's a collaborator with me actually on a couple tunes for the project that I'm working on.
Oh, nice.
And we talk about this a lot, and I got to give her huge, huge, huge props for for this conversation as well too. We talk about it a lot, and she's one of those people. Actually, she's doing some great work. Y'all should go check her out. She's got an incredible voice. A lot of good stuff coming for both her and I, and a lot of stuff coming from her too.
Nice, nice. You heard it, people. Click on her name right here and give her a quick follow.
Yeah, Ida, if you got a link, drop it in. um, but yeah, man, like the musical honesty and the integrity for sure, and that's just kind of the thing that I've been reaching for mostly. Like, you know what? Maybe this doesn't fit, or maybe this just seems kind of contrived. Whatever. Let's
Yeah,
just move on from
yeah.
this and do something better. So,
This has
yeah,
been coming up more and more. In fact, it just came. I did another interview this earlier this week for the Progressions podcast. So keep an eye out for that, folks. It'll be an interesting listen, I'm sure. Um,
sweet.
um, But it seems like most of the conversations I'm having when I'm asking people about their plans for 2021, or what are they hoping for in their new year. I don't really ask about resolutions, but I do like to know what people are hoping to achieve or feel or whatever. And there definitely seems to be a kind of unified um, thread that's running through all these conversations, and that is people want a return to genuine interactions.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's so interesting. I mean, of course, it makes sense. A lot of us have not felt so great over the past few years about like genuineness on a whole bunch of different levels. But um, what's just kind of started to dawn on me though is that we've gotten so far from it that this is now becoming like an urgent need for people, that this is like one of their first answers when you ask them like, what are you feeling about the new year? And this is like right up at the top. And it's really, it's been a profound thing that's kind of settled in on me, that people have been severely impacted. And I mean, it's not just political, it's not just the pandemic, it's all sorts of stuff. I think it's the connectivity, and I think it's why Twitch is so great. There are a
Yeah.
lot of people having genuine interactions, and nobody is posting anything that's been curated or edited or anything. It's just freaking, it's real. It's just so
Yes.
refreshing. So I'm calling 2021 the year of the return of collabs and guitar pedals.
Yeah. It's funny. My girlfriend was asking me yesterday. She's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I want a pedal.
There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, it's
Yes.
gonna be it's gonna be pedals this year. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna definitely be a recall to I think guitar playing and I guess maybe more organic stuff, but yeah, guitar pedals especially, like maybe that kind of like warm natural distortion and things like that.
Mm.
Actually, yeah, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Poison Dreams. That is Broken Elegance. Matthias, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to have you here. He's on YouTube. Go check him out. That is Broken Elegance. If you got a link, buddy, share that in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Drop links in the chat. There's no such thing as spam here, unless you're like a freaking troll.
Yeah, he and I were just talking the other day. He's man, he's awesome. He's doing some great work as well too. Really, really smart guy.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, then Ida. Yeah, actually, Twitch is how Ida and I got connected through Kill the Noise's live stream. Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
we he does the feedbacks too, and which
Mm-hmm.
is really fun. And I dropped one of my tunes in there, and yeah, Ida heard it and was like, "Yo, this is great. Let's work." And I was like, "All right, cool." And we did.
Nice.
So
Nice. Which one was it?
it was integrated. I don't know if I showed you that one.
Hmm.
Maybe I can drop that in today for a
Yes, you
little
can.
sneaky peeky.
Yes, you
All
can.
right. Yeah, cool. I'll drop that in
And
in a
drop
second.
links, dude. Drop links in there.
Yeah, for sure. Um, let me get this in here. I'm still in here, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I clicked out of
No,
something.
man, we kicked you out. You started talking. We were like, get this guy out.
Right. So
Get
now
this
I
guy
said my
out.
piece. This guy's rambling again. Get him out
Again,
of here.
every damn time
Exactly.
with the
Every
blah
time.
blah blah.
Yeah, say something valuable, man. Come on.
Doubt it.
Come on. Where's your monkey with the teleprompter?
You just call me a monkey?
No.
Man, man.
Oh my god. No, what's funny is like going back to what we were just talking
Uh
about,
huh.
right? With like honesty and
Uh huh.
everything, man. Like people are slipping with what they're saying. And it's funny because people are like, wait a minute, did you just say that? You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful. Like it's fun seeing people slip.
Oh man.
Because guess what, man? We don't live in a perfect society. We live in reality. And sometimes people say some shit they didn't mean to say.
Word.
So
Well, I
yeah.
love you, man. That's
I
genuine.
love you too,
It's
Chris.
not a mistake. It didn't slip. It's just happy birthday, man. You're a freaking fantastic human. And I'm glad
Oh,
that I
thank you
know
so
you.
much. No, yeah, I meant everything that I said, by the way, Chris.
You mean the monkey part? The
No, not you being the monkey. I mean, just
I'm
like,
just kidding, dude.
yeah. fine. God, man, I'm like backing out on what I was just saying. Nah. All right, let me get a link in here. Hey, PJ, Paul, what's up, my man?
Dude, Polly, how
We
are you,
got
man?
we got a proper party in here, folks. This is great.
Seriously, dude. And I just
Yeah.
saw Miguel in there and
Oh
Ricky.
shit.
Ricky, hey, hold on just a second. There's like a little Purifam reunion happening here in the chat all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
Shout out
Hell
to the
yeah.
Purifam.
Yes.
Aftershock, I see you, by the way. There's I saw you drop a link up there. We'll get to that. Um
Actually, Chris, is it cool if I text you the link?
yeah, go for it.
I want to keep it kind of
Yeah,
secret.
you bet.
Text this to you. Cool. Here we go.
We don't have to show anything on screen here.
No, that's yeah. That's cool. You can definitely show it. It's just gonna be a SoundCloud link for the tune. Yeah. Danny never has secrets. I don't know about that. You won't believe some of the things that I did at Pure Mind. I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
Speaking of secrets, actually,
Huh.
someone was asking earlier about my wife. She would love it to hear me say that. Breaking
Da,
glass,
da,
breaking
da,
the plates
da.
and everything for the glass pack. And to that question, I'm not sure if he's still in here. Sorry, I can't remember who that was. I should have my mental pick right now.
That was probably a guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Guy. Yeah, actually, a funny story. The glass pack was made by Smashing Glass, obviously, and I had to do it in two different scenarios. One scenario, actually, my girlfriend and I, we went to Goodwill, and we bought a whole bunch of just like cheap, worn out glass cups, like glasses, basically, right? Of all different sizes, different shapes, different colors. I don't know, just as much variation as possible, whether or not it's actually going to make a difference. The color part, at least.
Mhm.
But we went to a grocery store back alley, and we were literally in the back smashing glass on the ground, like punk rock style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is like this grocery store alleyway that we were in is in a retirement kind of area in Arizona, like elderly retirement, right? And so you got like elderly people driving by on golf carts, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, you got these two kids just smashing glass in the parking lot. Like, this is supposed to be order and law. What is this? You know what I mean?
Youths.
The youth, exactly. And we're just like, we're like looking around, making sure cops were coming around. We never got bothered or anything like that.
Sure.
But yeah, we set up, we just smashed glass on the ground, and of course we cleaned it up as much as we could. And that was that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, actually. I was like, damn, like I'm starting to get the taste for being a delinquent,
Yeah.
Actually, PJ on Danny Never Has Secrets, I was quite the delinquent in middle school. Actually, but anyway, speaking of delinquency.
Well, let me just make a note. We're going to get your the principals from your childhood schools here on stream next time.
Yeah, man, they'll tell you plenty of stuff. Dig up all that stuff so you can cancel me right away,
Eat
just
you.
kidding. Yeah, no. So yeah, we were just smashing glass. It was pretty cool. And I wanted to get some more recordings in like a more reverberant environment. So I was living with my grandma at the time, and she was actually at church one day. And while she was gone, I was smashing glass outside on the ground out there. Hope she's not watching this. Hey, grandma. But yeah, I was out there smashing glass on the floor, and I was like, doing it frantically, sweeping it out. That's where you could get the sweepy sounds and everything. And just kind of racing to get it done before she got home, and yeah, never found out.
Oh, Danny.
Now, maybe. So yeah, I know. So probably would have got kicked out a lot sooner. She found that one out. But...
Hands on the hips, shaking her head. This is why you need to get a real job. You need to grow up, young man. Can't just go through life smashing glass in people's driveways.
Right. Well, I don't know. It pays kind of handsomely, actually. But now that I know.
Oh man. Well, if grandma gets mad, just cut her in on part of the payout.
Oh yeah, no, she's great. She's very supportive of this whole thing. So I'm very lucky actually to have that time that I had in Arizona with her.
Oh, I'm sure.
Gave me the time and resources to do what I needed to do to get to this point. So yeah, man, any way that I can repay her, we're always talking about it.
In
So I'm very
Benjamins,
lucky.
I'm sure it's preferable.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull up in a Ferrari just with Benjamins in it.
Just like,
It's all
here you
yours,
go.
Grandma. Go crazy. Yeah, go down to Cabo, do as much coke as you want, have as much fun as you want. It's all you. And
Oh,
then
hey,
hit
look at
church
this.
right after.
Bonus points for stained glass samples. That's brilliant, Phosphor.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I don't know if you noticed, but in the pack, there's a folder called Tesseras,
um,
and
where is that? Hold on.
I think it's in the synth one shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tesseras. That Tesseras are actually little bits of fragment that make up a mosaic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Those are a little spicy in comparison. Let me just bring these down. Ooh, guitar. I like that one. There are so many different levels of classic appeal running through this entire collection, man. I mean, it's not just the old school Trent Reznor. Like this stuff right here is like, I don't know. It sounds like you sat down with. I'm assuming that these are all in the box, right?
Hmm.
Some of these are sounding like a Prophet or a Nord or something. These are
Wow,
nice.
that's really nice to hear, man. Actually, yeah. Thank you, because yeah, it's all in the box. I just kind of like applied, I guess, like distortion and processing sensibilities for that,
Mm-hmm.
and produced. Actually, I produced a lot of the sounds exclusively in Serum, but I just used like very subtle detuning of Serum
Uh-huh.
uh,
Uh-huh.
to achieve that like random fluttering in pitch.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna drop a link in, guys, to check out this pack as well as the other packs. If you like what you hear,
Yeah.
please do check that out. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to make.
Please do. I'm gonna hit play on this thing that you sent through. Is that
Okay,
good with you?
yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, by the way, really quick, I
Yeah.
want to give a huge shout out to PJ and Broken Elegance. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. It means a lot.
And PJ, I miss you, homie. I hope you're doing all right.
Yes,
Staying inspired, cranking good stuff out.
man, we all got to meet up in San Francisco one time.
Right? And same
COVID
goes for
is.
you, Ricky, Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else lurking from the Pure Fam in here? I'm just gonna. Oh, jeez.
And yo, what up, Ricky?
And there's always so many more people watching than just on Twitch, and I forget that because there's these other spots where people can watch. I think that's it on the Pure Fam front. All right, let's hear this. This is integrated from Imaginate.
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming that you sent that one through because you want me to give you proper feedback and tear it apart in front of people. So I'll just say that right now, um, it's probably best to just start over. You know, it's like if
Yeah.
you could put a little effort and focus into your days, this would sound a lot better, man. I'm just kidding. This is, you guys, he's been working on this for so long. I am so proud of this man. I mean, for so many things, but this whole album is going to, it's going to melt minds, and it's going to make people want to listen to albums from track one to finish in order without moving again, I think. PJ.
Crazy.
Man,
Yeah.
just
Honestly, I
so
think that
proud.
snare at that one time really sucked. So at that point, just throw it in the garbage.
Well, yeah, I mean the snare sucks. And all the
Yeah.
drum work, I mean, come on, dude. You should have used
Yeah.
something other than loops.
Yeah. It's elementary.
And it's cool that you learned guitar, but like if you had gotten like maybe Joe Satriani or someone, you know, that could like,
Right.
you know, put some emotion into it. No, it's just seriously, it's just freaking epic. And
Thank you, man.
I'm so glad you're taking whatever time it takes to get it properly perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. This one in particular took probably the first quarter of my time living in Arizona. Not gonna lie, and I was there for like a year or so. Um, but yeah, this one especially took some time. I think actually, you know what? I'll just send you the project with all the songs pretty soon to
Yeah,
check
I'm
out.
still looking forward to that. And your notes too. Your the written stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man, I'm really excited about that too, especially.
me too.
Actually, what's kind of cool is Ida and I'm not gonna say too much, but she's actually been a really great helping hand in like organizing my thoughts with how I'm gonna go about this project.
Uh-huh.
And all I'm gonna say right now is there's actually a lot more in store than just like the music itself. I've been working on a lot of projects with my girlfriend as well, like visual projects.
Hmm.
Um, and I've got a few connects that I'm hoping will turn this into a much bigger thing than just the music. So stay tuned. Lots to come. Um, lots to come. But yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg as far as like long songs and like complex sort of
Yeah,
arrangements. I don't want to say complex at the risk of sounding
they're deep.
pompous, but yeah.
They're deep. They're epic. They're moving. They're sweeping. They're freaking. They're epic tales. I'm glad that you
Thank you,
shared
man.
this with all these people here today because I feel sometimes when we talk about your music that I'm sitting on top of this big secret that other people they don't know about, and I can't talk to them about it. But now we could just talk about this
Yeah.
now out in the open here. These fine people and I. Biskin and
Yes.
Ida, thank you for the follows, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a
Cool.
big fan of the cinematic word as well, Ida. I use it nonstop, actually.
Yeah, I think
It's
honestly,
sweeping.
I think the I mean, I think like the time that I spent in concert and orchestral bands just like really uh I guess influenced me to like do this kind of stuff.
And you're a prog head at heart. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up on Dream Theater. I mean, what was it? Scenes from a Memory. That album especially is probably my favorite prog album of all time.
Hmm.
Um yeah, I'd say that one.
Yeah.
Probably. I grew up on that one for sure.
Not a
But
dubstep guy.
yeah, what even is dubstep, man? Come on, Skrillex. Just kidding. No, honestly, man, like there's some insane stuff going on in that realm right now. Like
Yeah.
production stuff wise, like holy cow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah. Um. All right. So you're continuing to progress with your album.
Yes.
And I know that there's some tasty word stuff and visual stuff that's coming with that.
Mhm.
You said that you were focusing on, time management and health and whatnot.
Yeah.
What else is cooking in 2021? Not nothing on the computer. What else are you thinking for 2021? You got the hankering for a road trip as soon as the pandemic lifts, or you thinking like camping in the woods? What's your first big outing going to be when you're released back into the wild, do you think?
Yeah. Um, Man, I haven't even thought about it, honestly. I've been so like in my head with this music stuff. But honestly, it was kind of funny is I've been doing a lot of like uh what's the right word? Like genealogy kind of stuff. PJ, come to Tahoe. Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, Kev Arch 8. What's up, man? Dad.
Wait, is that your dad
What's
right
up?
there?
Yeah, yeah, it's my dad. He's hanging out.
All right, nobody swear.
Yeah.
Just
No,
kidding.
everyone swear. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You're in the hot seat now, Dad. Nah. Yeah, probably. Fuck yeah, Aftershock.
There you
Fuck.
go. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me the worst
What's up, Dad?
words. Crap. Crap and dang it. Um. Yeah, dude. PJ. Actually, I'm gonna answer your question in a second, Chris. But dude, PJ. Holy shit, man. February. I think it was 2019, February. What is it called? Damn, I can't even think about it. Valentine's Day,
Uh-huh.
dude. My friend Riley and we got stuck up in the Tahoe Mountains with that blizzard,
Oh man.
and we had to drive through it. Yeah, that was crazy. Like a 5 hour road trip, which should be a 5 hour road trip between the Bay and like Tahoe, ended up being like a 15-hour drive because we were driving
Dude.
through the blizzard, and like you could only go max 25 miles an hour.
I remember you telling me about that, and you posted a picture of like a complete whiteout.
Yeah, I mean it was beautiful. Like it was really a winter wonderland, and I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, right? So it was really really nice, but at the same time, like the day we had to leave, I mean we were spending, or we spent like probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours digging the car out of the snow.
Hmm.
And my two friends, they couldn't drive, and so I had to do that whole 15-hour trip, doing navigating. I had never been in that thick of snow before
Oh, wait.
or anything like that, so it was crazy.
Oh man. Oh man.
But
I feel like every year
yeah,
is going to have something crazy weather-wise from here on out.
yeah. Honestly, it's like not even gonna phase us anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. We've been through worse.
Oh
But
man.
um, actually, not to keep going on the weather thing, but uh, August in Arizona is a special time to say the least.
Hmm.
With the haboobs and the what's it called, like monsoons and stuff, like
Uh-huh.
thunder 24/7. Like it's amazing. If
Wow.
any of you are out in Arizona in August, you'll know what I mean, and I urge you to take the time to like not do what I did and don't stand near metal outside. um I did that and it was not smart, but it was fun and it was amazing to see lightning like literally just down the street from you. Um, yeah, August in Arizona does sound miserable unless you have AC, then it's fine. But
So you can
it's pretty bad.
enjoy the spectacle of nature through the window, basically.
Well, it feels nice outside, right? Because like the water, the rain is warm, and
Hmm.
it's like being in Florida, honestly.
Or Hawaii or
Arizona does
something.
have sandstorms. Yeah, you got to be careful with that for sure. But it's pretty amazing. Anyway, damn, we're rabbit holing the hell out of this conversation. Um, anyway, sorry to answer your question, Chris. My God,
It's all right. You can just call me Chris. Danny.
we're all over the place. So that just clicked.
It's because you're not drinking coffee.
I know, right? That's exactly.
You're just
This would
like
be a
2 seconds
complete.
behind.
This would be a completely different conversation if I wasn't like buzzing right now on tea.
Oh, right, right. Hey,
This is how much
speaking
of
of
a
Swamp,
lightweight
where
I
is
am.
Swamp today? Anybody seen Swamp in here? Has Swamp of Life been in here at all?
Oh, right, right, right.
Uh, I guess he's just missing a good one. He's got something to do. He might be
Right.
moving.
I didn't like Arizona to be honest because I was in a gate. Yeah, yeah, saffron, definitely, man. Yeah, that's kind of the one thing. Like Arizona is very much like I like it a lot for the nature, but it very quickly becomes model home esque, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Um, very suburban, kind of like that one song. Damn, who did this song? It was like, uh, damn, I can't remember right now. I think it was the Descendants. They did that song. I don't want to be a statistic or whatever it is. I can't remember. Anyway, um, I want a suburban home. I think that's what it is.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, how's that song go? I can't remember. But anyway, Arizona's a lot like that.
Little
Um,
boxes.
yeah, little box on the hillside. That's funny. Yeah,
Made it ticky tacky.
yeah.
And they
Oh,
all
let's see.
look just the same.
It looks like BJ's got a set tomorrow night too. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man.
Oh, oh, really?
Please send me. Yeah,
Tomorrow night?
yeah. Send me the
PJ,
link,
drop
man.
a link.
Or yeah, yeah. Drop a link or whatever. Definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, hey, it's Friday. Relax a little bit. Ricky, you got anything new? You can drop a link.
Yeah.
Ida, you're new to the family. You can drop a link.
Do your thing.
Hey, speaking of, people have been dropping links this whole time instead of listening to us. I know it's so completely rude. It's like your birthday, and they're like, "Oh, what about me? What about me?"
Yeah.
Um, do you want to provide
It's
some
damn sure.
feedback to people
Yeah.
on their
Yeah.
tracks?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
okay, okay. So I'm gonna scroll up. And I'm gonna find Aftershock.
Okay.
He's super, super needy, so we should probably click on him first. I'm just kidding. We don't have to click on him first.
Payback.
And Aftershock, you said you were going to be up in this area like this coming week. Is that correct? All right, so this is a wave that was sent in. Canary in the Mine is the name of it.
I'm sure my sleeping parents. Oh, I'll be up for that, dude, for sure.
The scars on your own don't.
What's that, homie? You're all quiet over here. All right, let's try that again.
The scars on your own don't mean nothing. You're the canary in the mine that softly sings, searching for a path that sets you free, wanting the sun on your skin and the blowing breeze, feeling trapped in a box with no escape. Your current state doesn't seal your fate, and times may get hard, but there's light ahead. Your story is a stitch and your life is the thread. Oh, sweet girl, don't you cry. Life can be beautiful, sweet and kind. The dark inside doesn't decide where you'll be in 3 years' time. Oh, sweet girl, don't you cry. Life can be beautiful, sweet and kind. The future is bright, and you will see. You'll find your way, and you will be. Falling off the horse doesn't mean you fell. You'll get back up, find the wind and sail. Blackened walls around a single flame is the hope inside this fragile frame. decide where you'll be in 3 years' time. Oh, sweet girl, don't you cry. Life can be beautiful, sweet and kind. The future is bright, and you will see. You'll find your way, and you will be. The scars on your arm don't mean nothing. You're the canary in the mine that softly sings. Times may get hard, but there's light ahead. Your story is a stitch and your life is the thread. Oh, sweet girl, don't you cry. Life can be beautiful, sweet and kind. Get dark inside, doesn't decide where you'll be in 3 years' time. Oh, sweet girl, don't you cry. Life can be beautiful, sweet and kind. Your future is bright, and you will see. You'll find your way, and you will be.
All right, so I know this isn't one that you made, but one that you're doing some production work on for someone. Only a couple little things, honestly. I don't know how much I'd suggest like actually touching that would affect the overall aesthetic of this thing. And really quick, Ricky, you're too kind and generous. Thank you, as always. Kicking down a sub to Poison Dreams. And Desi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, so this is feedback for Aftershock. Maybe just a subtle tiny scoop around 600 on the guitars just to help those vocals sit just a little bit more centered. That backup vocal in there is like super unique and I like it. It's funky and cool. Maybe spread it like 10% or so just out towards the side so it can peak on either side of that lead vocal just a little bit more. Or if that ends up sounding a little weird because it's already fairly affected, highlight the mid highs to help it kind of rise above the main vocals. And if you're using waves or similar, if you put a subtle bump around 7K or so, I'm guessing, on the lead vocals with like a Sheps or a Puig, I think that you would get just like the perfect balance of the mouth noise with his breath. He's got that super breathy thing going on. And you really don't even have to put much gain in there. Just running it through the circuitry and giving it like a half or a 1 dB bump will give you an audible difference. And then there's something in the low end floor, like just the floor of the whole thing. If you listen to the very end of the track before it cuts off, you can kind of hear this, but I heard it throughout. It's very subtle. But then again, there's also no real like bass presence. I don't know. I wouldn't touch much that's going to affect the overall aesthetic. And I don't have much to nitpick in there. Danny, what kind of feedback do you have for a track like this?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing pretty much. Like this is kind of out of my wheelhouse because from what you guys heard, overloaded mixes and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it sounds nice. Like I don't know what I can really provide because like streaming quality might degrade a bit of what I'm hearing. But overall, like it sounds good. I mean, it sounds like how it should for what you're going for. I mean, it's got that space, but still being filled up by the instrumentation, like frequency wise. And then anything that you mentioned, Chris, like what you mentioned, I would agree with pretty much. Like, I think maybe the boominess of the guitar kind of does take away from the vocal a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it does sound good. I mean, it does sound good, and it sounds how it should for what the style is.
Agreed. I agree with that. And to Danny's point about the low end, I wouldn't necessarily approach this with a cut. I would approach it with a shelf. Be gentle.
Yes.
But I do
Yeah.
believe that removing just a little bit, don't take away the life force, the roots. But I do agree. And then as far as how you could kind of bolster the breath or the mouth sounds to balance with the breath there. And I'm thinking maybe a Puig would actually be better.
Yeah.
For this one.
Yeah, if you're gonna boost things, like maybe it's a taste thing, but in my opinion, when you're gonna boost things, especially in natural instrumentation, guitars, vocals, etc., organic elements, using analog stuff or emulations of it will always make it sound a little bit more natural while also pushing what you want to push in a way it doesn't sound digital.
Yeah, fully agree. Fully
So,
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, I totally agree. If this was more electronic in nature, you could get away with something a bit more transparent, like an overdrive or something like that, just to add harmonics that are, just super, super clean. But for something like this, I would think that you would want as much character as you could get from passing through circuits. So I would say maybe the Puig on something like this, you're going to get just a tiny little bit of grit in there with it. And I think that would sound really, really nice on that vocal for what it's worth.
Yes.
Hope this helps. Am I referring to the chorus? There's a breath out of the backing vocals, which I could probably just pull back. I think it's just kind of in general, the style of singing.
Back up, find the wind and sail.
I would also, actually, it's
Airy.
funny that we landed right there on that one spot. I would probably shave a little bit off the top on the reverb channel for the vocals. I'd keep it gentle, maybe even just like a 6 dB per octave, and pull it across to like maybe 5K or so, and then start to find your sweet spot in there. I would rather, in a performance like this, lose just a touch way up top and then artificially build back in a little pocket somewhere to make it feel better than to let the entirety of this range be touched by reverb. And that's simply because it's going to sit over the top of the original signal, and it's going to affect the original integrity of the vocal performance. So that I would personally do that. And then that way you don't have to play around with like trying to sidechain the vocals into its own reverb or anything like that and worry about timing. But no, I don't think I would pull back on the breathiness. Oh, good. Big love, Aftershock. All right, next. Who else did I see drop a link in here? Oh man, people might need to start dropping links again. These might be getting cut off here. Poison Dreams has dropped a link in the chat, but it is for a YouTube channel that you should check out. Broken Elegance. One to go check out. I'll leave this
PJ.
open. Oh yeah, PJ.
Matthias.
There's a PJ. Someone else waiting for feedback too? If so, drop a link in the chat and we will circle back to it. This one is from the mighty, the one and only PJ. Let's check it. New stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Put that shit with my friends on the weekend. In the bay, we dizzle dance, damn right, weekend. 3 night straight benders, no fucking pretenders. Calm down, this party's about to blow up. About to blow up. About to blow up.
Okay.
About to blow up.
Okay.
About to blow up.
All right, so flippin' tasty as always. I'm a sucker
Oh, yeah.
for some PJ. Oh, sorry if that was a little hot. I had this cranked up. Danny's a little quiet. I'm trying to make this this mix work for us. All right. So loving the minimal start as per usual. All the room to breathe. It'd be interesting to hear, with all of this extra space and all of the minimal arrangement in here, if you had one parallel channel that you're sending stuff to in a seemingly random fashion where just one little bit gets creamed out into space that just like psh, behind all of that. I think it would sound freaking dope. Especially if you were to like modulate some kind of saturation on that channel. So when something does come through it, it's hitting somewhere in this like very gentle writing LFO of saturation on the reverb tail. It'd be kind of sweet, I think, on that thing. Loving the box again, of course. Beef up thy bottom, sir. There are a couple of spots where I feel you could have a little bit more boom. And that laugh sample is flipping amazing. That's just choice. All right, so at about the 2:30 mark, my mind's ear is saying little tiny digi arcs or something. Something. And on that note, or in that same realm, when you get to the 2:50 mark or so, just close your eyes and imagine this. Imagine some slippery hats sliding in and out. Right in here. I'm talking like triplets, you know, like kind of thing, but making kind of sloppy. I think it'd sound pretty awesome. I don't know. Just a couple of thoughts. I don't have much as far as nitpicks, man. There are a couple of points where I'm like, ooh, I wish I would have felt a little bit more low end in that one moment. And I do think that it would be fun to hear you play with that space that you've created. Just a little bit more, but minimally. What are your thoughts, Danny?
Yeah, pretty similar, honestly. Again, the Vox are always really cool. PJ, love what you do with all that stuff. Always like funny, but like groovy Vox, well placed. Yeah, the low end I think was probably like the only thing that I wish there was a little bit more of. Like, I don't know, you probably do, but I don't know if you got like a mono like saw wave just like super saturated and filtered under the main bass. But yeah, something under that just to like give it some more thickness would be sick. I mean, the bass is pretty thick already, it sounds like, but I think just like a little bit extra push would be nice. What else? I love the break beat. Actually, that was really tastefully done, man.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for like really well placed break beats.
Likewise.
Yeah, like classic, you know, break beat samples. Yeah, I think of an ARP would be cool. Like towards like in the breakdown and towards the next drop, having something melodic just subtly put in there to add a little bit more like movement would be really cool. I was actually gonna say the same thing with hats, but instead of triplets, I would say like classic 909 hats that are just very sloppy, like hitting and reversing at the same time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
washing.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah. I'm hearing some slippery, sloppy stuff in there too. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, like the hi-hats, like an open like 909 just going
Yeah.
like something like that.
Yeah. That'd feel
Just
nice.
to give that like sludgy feel, because this feels sludgy, man. So
Yeah.
like something to purposely push that more would be sick and be the nice polish. But yeah, man, you got a dope tune here. So
yeah, word. There are these empty spots in there that when I was writing down the feedback, I didn't want to call out because I'm pretty sure I really like the overall balance of negative and positive in all of this, but you could, if you're looking for higher frequency content to be sprinkled in here for like greater overall balance, something really, really simple, like a somewhat squelchy, like FM driven sawtooth thing, right? You've got a sawtooth, you've got not like a drill, but maybe something kind of like that. If you've got a nice little bandpass filter on it and you kind of whip into it, I think it'd be a really cool thing just to get a couple little whoop, whoop, whoop kind of things in there in a couple little spots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some little bits would be cool. Yeah. That's so funny. I was just reading that too.
Ricky.
Lady, you're scaring us. My girlfriend and I were just watching that last week. That's so funny, man. That's perfect.
Oh man. That was great. That was great. Thank you,
Anyone
PJ.
else? Yeah, I want to hear some more tunes if anyone's down. I gotta use the restroom really quick though, so I'll be right back. But
I'm going to grab some coffee, and I'm going to use the restroom
Okay.
too. So I'll be right back as well.
all right.
Y'all go grab some coffee. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Rah. Yo, yo. All right. All right, so who else has got stuff they're looking for feedback on? Drop links in the chat. We will get to them.
All right.
Welcome back, homie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just scrolling up in the chat here really quick, I'm seeing this link here. This is a Twitch channel you can check out. This is where PJ will be streaming tomorrow. He says 1 a.m. in the evening. Classic freaking musicians, man. Good evening. It's 1 a.m.
Right. Do you want a dad rock vibe or a sad high school vibe? Oh man, this is hard.
Ooh.
I want both.
Yeah, right? Let's get the feels, Aftershock. You want to send through a couple? Are these originals from you? Let's do it. And you too, Lunch Lady, if you've got anything new, Ricky, you can send it through as well. All right, so Phosphor just put something up in the Discord. Again, the Bluebird Reno, all one word. You can hit that tomorrow if you want to see PJ live. I suggest you do. He's a treat.
Yes, he's a great DJ.
He is a treat, to be sure.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm closing Windows over here, and I just saw the integrated tab open, and I just want to say again, that's a freaking epic track, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Again, as I'm scrolling over to the Discord really quick, I just want to pimp the Ver one more time really quick. This is what brought Danny onto the show today. Ver is live. You can grab it from Black Octopus today. Get
Yeah, let me
yourself
drop a link in.
Yeah. All right, so to the Discord I go. All right, so this is one more from Phosphor. This is another solid one, dude. I really enjoy your work with noise, man. You've got a really good ear, and you know when to stop, which is fantastic. And your ability to constrain is also very much on point. That subtle bit crush pitch in there is so good. Wouldn't it be cool to scatter that out a little bit? Like, you keep it exactly the way that it is, and then send that whole thing off to a parallel channel, right? And isolate just that little bit. It's just going to be way up high. And send that thing back and forth in like a somewhat random, like auto pan kind of thing. I think that'd sound really freaking rad right there. The vocals are hella cool. They're just, this thing feels awesome. Kind of like the last one. I don't have much in the way of nitpicky, except this one thing. The drums seem to be a little bit separate. feeling. And I'm wondering if maybe just glue them with like a nice noisy compressor. And by noisy compressor, I mean something like maybe like a supercharger from Native Instruments maybe would be good for something like this, because you can get a fairly good handle on what kind of character you're actually incorporating. And they're good. The drums are good. They just seem to feel just a little bit separate from everything else that's happening, and I'm not exactly sure why. So it might just be a matter of glue. It might just be something very subtle, like tapping down the peaks and bringing up the bottom with just a little bit of extra noise. That might be all it is. It might just be that everything else in the mix is just a bit noisier, and so they feel just slightly left out in a couple of spots. But other than that, I would say that this thing made me move my head, and it's freaking tight, man. This is good. I like the stuff that you've been sharing. This is good. What about you? What about you, Danny?
Yeah, that was sick, man. That one really had me going.
Yeah.
Man, when that melody and the beat and everything came in, that was sick, man. Well done. That was like tastefully done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. Like, I think there was a little bit of, maybe, I don't know if it's the stream or not. It's hard to give, I guess, like maybe technical feedback, but it did feel a little empty. In some space, in some of the like low mid space, a little bit, especially with that synth being super bright. I think having something in there, not like a main thing, but like some sort of element to glue that all together, would be really helpful. But yeah, I see you're saying tend to cut a lot of mud. Yeah, totally, man. I mean, you're doing the right thing, right? Like, you want to get rid of that mud. But if you can like reincorporate a little bit of it in a way that's like natural, you know, it's more perceived and felt than like heard, then you'll be like really, really well off with this one. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is a tune, man. This is really, really well done. There's something else I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. I think, yeah, more so what Chris was saying too with the peaks. I think, yeah, beating those peaks back down, like the peaks up in the like, what would that be? Maybe 7K, really low, like 7K kind of all the way to like maybe 12 or so, like beat those down a little bit. One thing that I like to use is Soothe by Oic Sound, Soothe 2. That's a really great plugin for doing stuff like that. Of course, you can do it manually with EQ. But yeah, anything to soften those highs would be really good. Especially like actually with the fact that the track is a little bit, it actually kind of funny. It's a sludgy kind of feel also. It's more rocky for sure. I get that. And it's a little bit more industrial, which is dope. And I love that stuff. I think, however, like the brightness of the synth would just add to like the aesthetic of what you're going for and the purpose of the song by like making it just slightly a little bit more lo-fi, but not getting too much into like lo-fi hip hop 24/7 sleep beats territory, if you know what I mean. So yeah, man. But yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, really well done. Damn, this is a tune.
Yeah, it's got
It's
got a kind of a sloth vibe to it. It's freaking choice. I know I mentioned this before. Yeah.
I'm seeing like a sloth like crawling and like being reversed, like the visuals are like
yeah,
and
dude.
glitchy.
Yeah,
That's
we don't
so
need
sick.
lo-fi girl. We need sloth.
Yeah, we need some like some
for this
grit,
one,
baby.
right? Little
That's
metal
awesome.
shirt on.
Yeah,
Some chains.
No, like holy crap! Like, are you familiar with Berghain? You know
Yeah,
what that is?
yeah,
You need some like Berghain gear, man. Like freaking fishnet shirts. and,
yeah,
like,
dude.
Pierced nips. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, maybe like a
Yeah.
piercing on the elbow or something. You know, just because it's a sloth.
Yeah, dude. No, this is a Berghain track, Phosphor. This is sick as fuck. When you finish this, please get in touch and send it to me.
Likewise, and also, Foss, while you're here, drop a link in the chat for your channel too. And I would be remiss to not mention that you know, if if you're big on cutting mud and low end, just to remember, find that sweet spot where you're thinking that it should be. And then oftentimes with stuff like this, where you've got a lot of, noise, you've got a lot of negative and positive, but a serious low end presence. Wherever you think that sweet spot is in your supporting elements, back off a little bit, put in a shelf, and then bring that into that spot. And oftentimes you're going to find that you like the feel of that a little bit more, especially when the music is turned up. You're still attenuating the majority of the frequencies, or cutting the majority of the frequencies that you want to get rid of. But do not underestimate the power of a shelf and exactly what it means for your sounds, because sometimes it's not about what you're hearing, but what you're feeling in an individual sound. And even if it's in the middle of a mix, it can matter. So yeah, don't cut the legs out. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I mean to.
It's serious business.
Berghain is serious, but yes, exactly.
Serious.
Oh, man. No laughing. Serious.
Serious.
Only.
It's serious.
Yeah, serious.
We are serious here.
This is
Serious.
industrial. I love that. That's funny.
Sprechen Sie industrial? Serious. It's very serious. Yeah. So, I talk with people about this all the time, about how they kind of forget that the shelf is there. And the shelf is one of the most important functions of a multi-channel EQ. It really, truly is. And it helps you find shapes in there that you don't otherwise find. Yeah. Get back in there. Uh-oh. Jig is up. Saf has identified us.
Damn it.
We got to bounce.
All right. See you guys. Well,
The man
go
will
buy
be
my
climbing
packs.
through my window any second, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that freak them out if we both bailed, like jumped out our windows?
Oh, I know, right?
Didn't come back.
Yeah, and then there's like a story in the news.
Yeah.
They never hear from us again.
No, that's it. They might see us in the background, like at the Kremlin one day during a news conference, and be like, "We knew it."
Oh my God. We're actually, Chris, are you familiar with Operation, was it Paperclip or whatever? Do you know what that is?
Well, if this is during the World War where they brought in a whole bunch of paper clips and quite literally stuck them together, is this what you're talking about?
Absolutely not.
Okay, because that was Japan. What's this one?
So, this one, oh my God, this one is really quick. Yeah, peace, Matthias. Thanks for hanging, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for being here, Boys of Dreams. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Operation Paperclip. I don't know. You guys can check it out. But it was like this thing where it was during the Cold War, and the U.S. hired a bunch of German, supposedly Nazi scientists to come work on like sonic warfare, basically. And it was like, it's this conspiracy that a lot of people throw around right now in like the QAnon space. But like, it's a conspiracy. This like program was to design some sort of brain manipulative frequency thing. I don't know. It was really convoluted. And my explanation is even more convoluted, but yeah, if you guys are interested in that, check it out. It's kind of an interesting historical piece, and it's definitely not as tinfoil hat wearing as it seems, because that's how they roll. But anyway,
tinfoil hat wearing I love that. That is an adjective right there.
Gotta love it, right?
I love that.
You just add like -y to anything.
Yes, absolutely.
That's your adjective.
That's what I've learned from the internet, actually.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've watched a few videos about that. Yeah, man, it's interesting. Yeah, Saf, yeah. Well, I can drop a link in a sec. But yeah, really interesting stuff. Anyway, that's kind of funny. That's what I was thinking about when you were saying Russian spies in the back of the Kremlin.
And phosphor has a very important note here. It's not tin, man. It's aluminum. Aluminum hats.
Aluminum hat, right?
Yeah, aluminum hats.
About U.S.
Operation
Yeah.
Paperclip. U.S. UK
Yeah, it's
grabbing German
aluminium.
scientists engineers before Soviets. Aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah,
Twitch
anyway.
Royale, how are you? It's been a minute. What's up? Some people coming out of the woodwork today. I've had a lot of people come through here, I've been noticing.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Some of them have even stuck around while we're talking.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for sticking in on this shit post of a
Right?
conversation.
Right? For those of you who have joined somewhat recently, say... Happy birthday to Danny. It's his birthday today.
Aw.
We love
You're
you,
too
man.
sweet. Thank you, man.
Um,
My girlfriend just came home actually. She got the goods from Portos. So I'm definitely gonna dig into that later.
nice.
I love me some Portos.
Nice. Yeah, Aftershock, it got cut off there, didn't it? Who had more links that we're supposed to click on here? Oh, hey, Twitch Royale is in here.
Thanks, Saf and Phosphor. Thank you guys. And thank you, Twitch Royale. Yay.
I'm just reading these comments here after the fact. Aftershock, was I a little too aggressive, or was it the music that was too aggressive? You let me know, and we'll let you know who to send the therapy bill to. All right, so it looks like we've got another one from Aftershock, and then we've got one from Twitch Royale in here too.
Cool.
Assuming this is an original here. It is.
Start the
These
year
guys are
smiling
fun.
at Aspen Dental with our biggest savings of the season. Right now during the Everyday Smiles event,
This
save
is
not
the
20%,
project
but
that
30%
Aftershock
off
is
your
in.
service.
Asul 6 of that, dude. Good feedback and stuff. Yeah, man, drop it in.
I'm so close to a breakthrough. Something I have felt for so long. Knowing how to tell you the way that I'm feeling. I'm stuck and I'm reeling in the same situation.
each time I see this picture, just the two faces. Oh, it just gets me each time. I've seen it several times now because I've gone over and I've checked out your channel and I've dinked around in there. But that one, it just gets me. Oh, all right. So I know that this was released like a couple years ago, so you're not actually going to make these changes. You just want to hear our lovely voices, perhaps. But I'm thinking Vox up 2 dB, loving the floaty feeling. The backup affected vocals could come up a bit and maybe even move just a little bit. Again, going back in your time machine a couple of years to do these changes, right? The bass is sweet and should be more present for a good chunk of the song. I think drop the synths a bit to let it peak out around 2, and again, drop the bass down around 240 to let the guitar peak out. Just a little bit more dynamic level change to allow the parts to be heard a little bit more readily. That super sweet breathy vocal fill at around the 3-minute mark, up a few dB. Oh, cool. Well, hasn't even gone to the album yet. Well, there you go then, man. I would make these changes personally just because I really like this song. I don't think I would change anything in the arrangement or anything. It's super, super solid. This is literally like just volume mostly, I think. Just the volume mix. What are your thoughts on this one, Danny?
Man, I didn't even have any like nitpicky thoughts or anything like that. I was just like feeling the music, honestly.
Oh, you're getting more quiet, homie.
Oh, sorry. How's this?
That's better. Thank you.
I turned my gain down. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that was a fun tune. Oh man. Yeah. I was thinking more about what was working than things that weren't, because I felt there's more that's working than not working in this for sure.
Yeah.
And that's like the best part, man. Like my favorite part was, I know it's kind of maybe it's not the vocals, which is funny. Being this is a very vocal heavy song. We're very well done vocals too. But my favorite thing was like how well the guitar and the tambourine were working together.
Mm.
Like the reason why I like that so much is I think it's so easy to like get those two things mixed up very easily, like frequency wise. And in this case, they complemented each other really well. Like the transient of the guitar, especially on the offbeats, with the tambourine on top, on the offbeat and everything like that, it blended really nicely, and it created a groove, but also created something that's like nice to listen to. It's like a nice little bit of ear candy, whether it's meant to be or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I did think the guitar was a little overwhelming at a couple points. You know, I'm here talking about how much I love the guitar and everything. I felt like, however, there's a couple moments where like the vocals could have like come out more, and the guitar was like front and center, which is cool. I would have liked the vocal to be out more, but honestly, man, like it's such a good tune. I can't even really think of anything.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. It's so much more is right than wrong in this. I think that we're both hitting on the same thing, that the vocals could come up front a bit more, and that at times there just needs to be a bit more dynamic difference between a few different elements, the guitar and the bass specifically, in the way that they're playing with the vocals in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the 2-minute mark, I'd love to hear better the call and response of the guitar with the bass. So getting the synths out of the way a bit. Yeah, it's fun. And you could even play, right? I mean, this is 80s wheelhouse type stuff. So I mean, you could even play. You could move the bass over to the left and the guitar over to the right for just a moment or something, you know, get weird and Princey or something. And no, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Just play with the volume. Just play with the
Insane
volume.
panning and everything. Thanks, Danny, when you need. Awesome. Oh, wow. Orange County. Right on, dude. Yeah. Man, just up the street. Yeah. Let's definitely get in contact. I don't know if you've got a link to your socials or anything, but yeah, let's get in contact, man. This is great work. That'd be awesome. Now I'm overwhelming. Sometimes it's a good thing, right? You don't want to be too timid. Aftershock for everything. Right on. Cool. I'll check you out, man. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, this really made me feel like laying on the grass, 3 p.m. afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, like
After school.
spring day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
Mhm.
love that, man. Like with lily or like with like daisies around me and everything.
Yeah, right. Like you finished,
Oh man.
you got done with school and like time stops, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This song right here is how you know this guy is from California. It's that golden hour vibe, baby. That's what it is. I love
And
it.
right.
Yeah, great work, man. Damn,
Um,
that's a tune. That's a record.
yeah, we could probably do the dad rock one if we hustle, because we got to go back up. We got to do one for Twitch Royale, and then we can probably fit in this other one. And I see Azul678. Welcome to the mix. I know you're trying to get in here too. I have sessions that I got to run into in a few minutes here, so we'll do what we can. Here is the Twitch Royale. It's been a minute. Welcome back, dude.
Don't tell me I can't have it when I want it. Don't tell me I can't have it when I want. Don't tell me I can't have it when I want it. When I want it. When I know you're no good. I know you're no good for me. But I can't help my heart beating out this chest when I see you there.
This is fun. I just want to hear a couple spots real quick. All right. What you think, Danny?
Yeah, the progression is really cool. I love that minor 4, man. That's really tastefully placed in. Yeah, great work here. I think I was watching Chris type some stuff actually, and I have very similar thoughts. I think the synth work can be a little bit warmed up for sure. The thing I like about this though, like, is that it's definitely drawing inspiration from like future bass and dubstep, but here's the thing, is it's its own thing. That's really tough, I think, to execute, is to find that middle space of like taking from these things and not sounding like iterative, but rather like fresh. And this sounded fresh. I think the reason why though that it sounded fresh was the R&B nature of it. I don't know what you're gonna do with this tune, but I think like maybe a little homage to that like UK garage R&B kind of like melding from like the 90s. Like if you can put that in the breakdown, that'd be really sick. I was really feeling that vibe. And maybe it might be a little bit hard to blend those two together, but I was hearing that a lot. I think it'd be kind of interesting. But anyway, yeah, it was drawing inspiration from a lot of things, and you got a unique take on this stuff. But I guess what else I was saying is another thing that made it unique was the lead synth work. It felt like dreamy and not, I guess, like aesthetically dubstep or like future bassy. It was kind of different and fresh in context with the other instrumentation going on. So if you can put emphasis on that, definitely, definitely maybe some layering a little bit, maybe some organic instrumentation over it might be cool. Like following it, maybe some counter melodies. I know it's kind of open right now. It's just a work in progress, but yeah, those are my thoughts, man. They're more, I guess, more arrangement and writing, creative stuff, more than like technical stuff, because it's so fresh in the face of completion. But yeah, man, great tune. Yeah, keep going with this one for sure. Mixed stuff, really not too much. Maybe the snare comes across as a little like too much for the vibe of what you got going on, but at the same time, I kind of like it. Yeah, this is a really polarizing tune. Damn, as I'm talking about it, I'm like sitting here, like, damn, what do I say?
Yeah, you know what this
Without
kind of
putting it,
reminds me of
yeah,
is I don't know how many of you have tuned into this, but there's been this movement within the wave music scene, right? Like from the early emergence, reemergence of like the wave movement. And I tend to refer to it as a reemergence because I think that wave music started, back in the 70s and 80s. I think that it's been kind of rebirthed here in the modern era with the various forms, synth wave and vaporwave and whatnot. But what this reminds me of is the constant like adoption and amalgamation of the various components of these genres which have reached this point where they've stepped over the future threshold, right? And um they're playing off of these ideas that the people producing this new music are talking about amongst each other, right? In real time, not just in chat rooms and production groups or whatever, but like through their tracks, right? If you're really tuned into all of this, I've tried to stay tuned into the wave movement in general, just because it's very intriguing to me, and very entertaining. I learn a lot from watching and hearing how music actually evolves. Not what people say about music evolving, but how it actually happens. And this right here is a really good example of how evolution in music happens because, well, like Danny was just pointing out, like you're borrowing stuff or being inspired by different things and you can hear those elements. And it's hard uh, to come at this kind of music with any kind of knee-jerk reaction with feedback because the first time through, of course, it's going to sound like maybe these things don't go together. But the second time you listen to it, they do. And then the third time you listen to it, you're thinking, well, if that changed, it wouldn't sound right. Right. And I think the reason why we have these kind of, again, just to borrow some of your language, Danny, the polarizing kind of effect that you feel when you're listening to this type of music is just exactly that. It's us going through this process of kind of acclimating to this new mashup of ideas and feels and styles. And yeah, at some points that snare, yeah, it feels like a bit too much. But then again, at like around the 55-second mark, I feel like, man, that one single snare hit, that should be brightened up, and that clap at like 40 seconds or so, like that could probably almost double in volume, Like, and anywhere else in that track, that would not be okay. But I think that you're borrowing enough and playing freely enough with a few different ideas here that it provides you a greater range of acceptable experimentation, if you will. Because again, you can't listen through this and just provide really solid feedback on the first time through, honestly. The only thing you can provide feedback on that's like truly trustworthy, I think, with music that is like in flux like this is volume mixing, right? Use of the stereo field. You know, it's easy to identify frequency clashes or masking or something like that. But as far as the ideation and the thinking through, you know, like your palette selection and that kind of stuff, this really comes down to what you're hearing in your mind's ear. So I would kick most people's opinions about those things to the curb while you're making this kind of stuff, right? Like, it's like what I've said to Danny in the past couple of years is he's been working on his album stuff. Like, I don't really care what these other guys do or how they sound. I want to know how you would run through that progression, because it's your mind that's creating these things. Come back to us with this one and the other stuff that you're doing in this vein, because when you're playing with new ideas, you got to play with it a few different ways. You know, it's just like cooking in the kitchen. You know, you might think that you're pretty good at making curries, for instance, right? And you've always used like a pre-made curry powder or paste or something like that. But then someone says, aha, well, hey, did you know that actually making curry is just like this easy? You could do it with these spices that are in your cupboard right now. And every single time you will make a curry from scratch, it will be different. And I liken that to the melting pot process of music evolution in general, right? Because every single time we're working on something in a new vein, it will be different. We're always going to make just slightly different choices. You know, if you use Foley in one track, you might use Foley in the next track, but it's going to be a different item, right? It's going to be a different medium or something. And it's all in this quest to find a certain kind of balance or appeal. So I know we're getting kind of deep on something that is a whip here, but I don't know. I think these things are important to talk through. And they're the type of things that you don't generally hear in generalized feedback on Twitch. So for what it's worth, I think that, yeah, the few bits that I would throw at you is warm the mids on that synth bass. It's really nice. And it could be maybe just a touch more rounded, right in the middle, like fatten it up. Give it a couple extra cookies before bed tonight. The delay tails in that drop, that hornish lead synth, the one that's just like the straight notes, I would bring up those delay tails just a little bit and constrain the frequency range on them so that you find the sweet spot that you're happy with. But I think that they could be more present and it would enhance the feels that you're going for. The sides felt a little bit busy with all the brightness that's being pushed out to them. And that's coming from someone that uses the sides a lot with textures and bright stuff. So what I would say there is just don't forget that EQing your reverb and your delays is just as important up high as it is down low, right? Because something like this, it might sound pretty good where it's at right now, but as soon as it makes it through the maximization processes and mastering, it's going to be a bit too much, I think, and you're going to be playing in dangerous areas with pain points up there. And then that's gonna change the way that you feel about everything in this. And those are the types of things that are so slippery that it's the type of thing that makes us give up on a track, because it bothers us when we listen to it and we might not be able to put our fingers on exactly what it is. But oftentimes, if you have a whole bunch of extra frequency level up in those highs, it will do exactly that. It'll turn you off to the track, even though the rest of it sounds really great, because it kind of hurts or something, or it's off-putting. So for what it's worth, those are the bits of feedback that I have. And I have a, and as Ricky says, don't be a savage. EQ your reverb and your delays. Yeah. We never step in the same river twice. Phosphor is speaking to my native blood here. Yeah.
Put a reverb on your master.
Mm.
All the way. I'm kidding.
All the way. Just wet.
You want to, yeah. You
Just
want
wet.
a reverb song? Yeah.
And
wet.
and EQ everything under 1,000.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna sound dope.
Or no, boost the 300s to the 500s especially.
All right, so I've got time for one last one. So I think what I'm going to do to keep this all fair is I'm going to say Aftershock, we're going to do your daddy song in the next stream. You want to circle back on Monday, we'll do that. We're going to give New Kid on the Block a chance here. Asul678. I'm going to click on yours here. Oh, snap. Don't wear bison horns. EQ your time-based plugs. Ooh. Oh.
Boost 12,000 dB at 200. That's funny. Yeah, you want bass? There you go.
Okay. Here we go. First time. This one's called Reality 106. This one is from Asul678.
Met you by surprise. I didn't realize that my life would change forever. Saw you standing there. I didn't know I'd care. There was something special in the air. Dreams are my reality, the only kind of real fantasy. Illusions are a common thing. I try to live in dreams. It seems as if it's meant to be. Dreams are my reality, a different kind of reality. I dream of loving in the night, and loving seems alright, although it's only fantasy. If you do exist, honey, don't resist. Show me your new way of loving. Tell me that is true. Show me what to do. I feel something special about you. Dreams are my reality, the only kind of reality. Maybe my foolishness has passed, and maybe now at last I see how the real thing can be. Dreams are my reality, a wondrous world where I like to be. I dream of holding you all night, and holding you seems right. Perhaps that's my reality.
Oh, I guess it's over. Okay. What is going on here? Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
What in the world?
What happened?
I have no idea. The playhead is stopped on that SoundCloud, and that is still going through. I have no idea.
Oh no!
So,
I just heard it.
all right. So, I'm just
That's
catching up with the chat on that too. All right. So here's my feedback for you. Here's my feedback for you. Yeah, this is a total cocktail hour vibe. My day has been made as well, Paul. It's super close and intimate, but there's way too much distance between your vocals and the band, and it ends up making it feel more like karaoke. So here's what I would do. I would start over from the ground up and do a volume mix around the vocals. It is kind of tough to give feedback on the instruments because they are so far back, but in general, the mix seems really solid. Put a verb on the vocals after you bring up the mix so it doesn't sound flat. But the arrangement is really solid. And that is that.
Great.
Your Casanova friends sound. What up, Waffles? How you doing? I can't see him right now, but I know that Ricky is laughing as hard as us. I can just feel it through my screen.
I like how you said intimate and then that played. Like, yeah, I'll show you intimate. That was perfect.
Rename the track to Casanova, maybe.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have SoundCloud ID, so I borrowed. Okay. Dude, you know what, man? You just gotta do what you gotta do. It's all good. Gave us a good laugh.
Oh, that's hilarious. So we now know that SoundCloud does not have some kind of filtered algorithm.
Yeah, SoundCloud will SoundCloud will go and beat anyone with a DJ mix, but if you've got some like sexy sounds going on, some porn sounds, you're all good.
That's fine. Yeah, just don't steal that kick.
Exactly. Yeah. Way to go, SoundCloud.
That's awesome. I'm with Aftershock on this. He says sorry, but we say thank you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That was the best moment of this day.
Oh man.
God.
And Ricky's at work right now. I hope everyone at work had headphones on. That was flipping hilarious. That was flipping hilarious. I'm glad that we made time for that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope that the feedback helps. And you're welcome back anytime. Just set up your own SoundCloud account. It's free.
That needs to be permanently added into the end of the track. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Oh, that's great. All right, kitty cats, I am going to have to leave you because I need to run into a session here in a couple of minutes, and I got deadlines to meet too before the weekend. So,
Yes.
y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And Danny, thank you, dude. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Thanks,
And I
Chris.
hope you have
Thanks
fun.
for having me on today. It was a lot of fun. Especially.
Yeah, dude. I hope you have fun out on the course today, and that the
Thanks,
skies have cleared up a bit. And bravo on Ver, dude. I think it's
Thank
the
you
best
so
one yet in
much.
the series.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
And let's catch up more outside of this soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what your schedule is like, man, but I'll just text
Crazy.
you and we'll work something out.
It's always crazy, you know. It's just ridiculously
Yeah.
crazy. All right, kitty cats. I'll see you on the flip. I'll leave you with some music for just a moment, and then I got to bounce. So, Danny, thank you so much, dude. Happy birthday again. I hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
And we'll get you back in again soon. I appreciate you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, man. I'm gonna drop a link for you guys, and then I'm out of here.
Please do. Please do. Drop a couple.
There you go. One last link. That's all the music, all the sample packs I've done. Go check that out. And big thank you to Chris for having me on today. It
Word.
was fun.
Always, dude. All right. Adios, y'all.
All right, guys.
All right. I'll see you later, Danny. I'm going to kill your feed
See ya.
first here.
Bye.
All right. See ya. And for the rest of you, I will see you on Monday. And if I don't, I'm going to track you down. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great weekend. Cheers.